Our next speaker, also a former political prisoner from Iran. She is a member of the Iranian American community in Virginia, a leader of the local communities, and has been on the issue of human rights and women's rights. Please welcome Ms. Shirin Nariman.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming here, attending this reception to announce this wonderful resolution. The part that relates to me and it's based on my passion is I'm a former political prisoner. I was in prison for 2 years at age 17. And unfortunately, I had to witness many of my friends being tortured, executed, and you forget things that happens to you. You forget your tortures, buried in the ground or playing the Russian roulette in your head. What you never forget is your friends, the moments that you said goodbye to your friends, the last goodbye, and they were executed. They were taken, their name was called in, and they were taken to behind the walls, and they were executing them. And you counted the coup de grace just to know how many people were executed that night. So that was the nightly routine for me. I was very lucky to end up landing in America. However, in summer of 1988, that was when I just had arrived to America, and I heard about the summer of 1988. Many of my friends and relatives were executed in that summer. Many of you may not know, but do a search. You can do a Google search and you see. Within 8 to 10 weeks, around 30,000 people were executed. Many of the prisons didn't have even one survivor. Smaller cities, nobody survived. In Tehran, which is the capital and the surrounding, Gohardash, not even one woman survived. Every single one of them were executed. And that moment, I decided that this is my mission. That's why I'm here. I have to walk in these corridors and talk about Iran. And I remember, thank you. And I remember when we went to knock on the doors of many offices and we talked about Iran, the danger of Iran and what the regime is capable of doing it. Nobody believed us, or not many people believed us. So it took a long time, knocking so many doors in so many years, talking to everyone, and now the whole world understands the danger of Iran. As we say, and as our leader, Mr. and Mrs. Rajavi have said it many times, the head of a snake is sitting in Tehran. And that's what we need to focus. We are here to amplify the voice of people that didn't have the opportunity to be alive and to be here. We are here to continue a fight, to amplify the voice of people who are asking and want the regime change in Iran. Iranian people want the regime change. Nobody is supporting the regime. And it is our duty to make sure that that voice is heard loud and clear in everywhere around the world. And I know many of my friends, many of Iranian Americans that are sitting here and outside, they have been fighting for the freedom, for democracy. But it is important to make the right decision. Everything in this resolution has outlined that. It talks about the safety of the Camp Ashraf. Many of my cellmates, not many of them have survived, but right now they are in Camp Ashraf, and I'm afraid that something terrible would happen. The threat of Iranian regime is real, and their lives is not safe. So that's why we have to work hard to make sure that those who survived, which they are live history, is a history of Iran, and is something that can guarantee democracy in the future, because these people can come in and, they were witness, so they can, in the courts, international tribunal, they can come in and talk about what happened during 1980s. So in this resolution, it talks about the safety of those people. Also, what is the solution? What is the key? If this regime falls today, who would be the leading the opposition? And to me, Madam Rajavi is the biggest leader and biggest feminist in the world, because she has been able to fight for 45 years. The fight of Iranian people didn't start yesterday or 2022. It's been going on for more than 40 years. And the person that is leading that is Maryam Rajavi, and she has a 10-point plan. She's outlining the future of Iran, what she wants for Iran: equality, freedom, democracy, secular regime. And that's why, with all my passion, I'm following her, and I want her to make sure that more and more people would sign this resolution. And the another uprising is on the verge. So we would make sure that we don't allow opportunists like, the ex-prince of Iran that is trying to show that he's there, but he always is so passionate for IRGC than, for Iranian people. We have to make sure that this time the regime change happens by the Iranian people, for the Iranian people, and for the bright future for a secular democratic republic of Iran. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.